Hey YouTube, welcome to a new video. I'm Philip Jacob and you're watching Metal Beings. On today's video, we have the Indian muscle car, the Hindustan Motors Contessa. So the car we have here today is a 1991 model Hindustan Motors Contessa, and as you can see, this one is in a very pristine condition. So let's go in detail about this car's review. So as you all know, the Hindustan Motors was very famous for their ambassadors, and then later they wanted to bring up with a car with a little bit of more of luxury, and that's when Hindustan Motors had acquired Vauxhall for its technology and production and things like that. And this car was actually available in the UK, and we brought that to India, and that is the Hindustan Motors Contessa. While checking the exterior characteristics of this car, so I should actually say that the whole lot of things has been changed on this car, and it is not just in its stock form. It had to be done to bring it back to its former glory actually. So while checking out the headlamps, you have these double barrel headlamps in the front. You also used to get the rectangular ones, but this one is with the round headlamps in the front. And while checking out on the grille, you have the Hindustan Motors badging in the middle. And while checking out on the bumpers, you have this chrome metal bumpers, which you don't get nowadays in any of the cars right now. So the chrome, these bumpers were not there on the car, it seems, but now he's just got it from somewhere else, and he's done the chrome work and made it flush fitting to this car. And you also have some HELA lights and also some indicators for the practicality part. And while checking out on the hood, okay, these are some very sharp lines. It does give a very good look for this car, and great job done. It has been done really well on this car. It has a striking look in the front. And while coming to the side profile of the car, straight away while going to the wheels, these wheels are also not the stock ones. You have the 13-inch wheels which come as standard on this car, but these are 14 inches and they are from a Xylo actually. And the lug nuts are from a Toyota Innova, and he also has done a chrome strip around it, which does give a good character to those wheels. And while checking the side profile, as you can see, this has that Mustang finish, right? That is why most of them call it the Indian muscle. It has that beautiful straight lines and also a very good rear design. It just makes the car look very attractive. And another thing is that these mirrors has been added additionally. These are also not part of this car. You have the chrome handled finishing on the handles and also chrome finishing for the window outlinings. And while coming to the rear, another one, this fuel cap is so good. There's a lot of chrome in this car, makes it look really classy. And while checking out on the rear profile of the car, you have this very flat finishing at the back. You have this boot, and also you have this badgings on them. You have this 1.8 GLX, which is a 1.8 liter petrol engine on this. You have the Contessa classic badging on the right hand side. You have this beautiful Hindustan written in the middle, all in chrome, and the chrome bumpers of course, which does look very awesome on this car. And for the exhaust part, this has a Valvetronic exhaust and does sound crazy, so which will be shown to you when we go on the drive. So right now, while checking out on the engine bay, we have a 1.8 liter Isuzu petrol engine which churns out around 75 bhp. And as you can notice, this engine has been completely redone. So this engine was not in stock. It is actually replaced and also redone for this car. And as you can notice, the engine bay is completely done, and you have this beautiful paintwork also done on this car. So this paintwork was actually not a part of this car. This was repainted, and this color was inspired actually from a Ford Shelby. So right now we are seated inside the Hindustan Motors Contessa, and oh my god, I have a lot of memories coming back for me. I used to sit a lot in these kind of cars, especially the Ambassadors and the Contessa back when I was a kid. But right now it's been ages since I've sat in such a car like this, and this one is pristine. The steering wheel, you have these two-spoke steering wheel. It also has a horn on either sides. You have a very beautiful instrument cluster. You have the speedometer on the right hand side. You have the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge down below. You have a lot of indication lights on the left and right. You have the controls for the headlight over here, fog lamps, and this is for the AC actually. This car has a working air conditioning inside this car. And this one is for the Valvetronic actually. It's a 12-volt charging point out over there. And there's a beautiful clock out over here. A lot of AC vents and a flat kind of a finish. It does give a premium look inside this car. And he's done the interiors also. As you can notice, you have some beautiful seats which has been done. He's spent a lot on this car. Even the roofing, if you can notice. And it's not just like it's too much or anything like that. It does look really good for this car. And also he has upgraded on the music system. You have this Pioneer music system with a speaker system also. And there is also a subwoofer and an amplifier at the rear. It's totally done up, guys. It's totally done up. This car is absolutely amazing. You have the gear shifter, a 5-speed gear shifter out over here, and the handbrake. No hand rest or anything like that, because people back in the days don't rest so much. They were concentrating more on the driving part. So right now I'm seated at the rear, and this place is comfortable, I should say. Like, there's a lot of room in here. Yes, as these seats are a little bit more bulkier right now, it's a little bit more higher, but still I would never complain. This car is classy, man. I just love sitting over here. And as you can notice on the doors, you also have a small ashtray out over here, and also the ones to wind up the windows. Man, this cabin looks crazy. So right now we are inside the Contessa, and you can hear the exhaust a little bit, I guess. Yeah, this car has a Valvetronic and does sound amazing. So right now we are going for a short spin inside this Hindustan Motors Contessa, and I have the owner also here with me, Mr. Clinton. So we can ask few questions to him. Like, maybe let me just close the window a little bit so I can hear him talk. So since when you have this car, bro?
I've had it since 2011.
2011. Okay, so
the idea was not to buy this car, but I actually went to buy a Swift.
Okay.
And for some reason my loan didn't go through.
Okay.
And opposite to that showroom is where I happened to notice my Contessa.
Okay.
Which is now my Contessa, but I happened to notice this Contessa. And I asked one of my friends to just go and ask him if he's selling it, and to see if it is for sale.
Okay, from a Swift to a Contessa.
Contessa.
You did not have an idea until then?
No.
Okay, nice.
So my friend did go and ask if the car was for sale, and he said yes.
Okay.
So and he quoted about $1 lakh in 2011, but he came down to 75.
Okay.
So I picked it up for 75,000.
Okay.
And then I've been doing things slowly on this car.
Nice.
So I think I would have spent about 8 or 9 lakhs so far.
Totally on the whole time. But I think right now it is even worth more than that, right?
Not really. The value of these cars don't really go for like how much ever I spend, but
Okay.
for this kind of a condition you'll get about 5 or 6 lakhs.
Okay. But I think in the future the value of this car is surely going to increase. That is.
If it does, I'm not going to sell it either.
Yes, that's a car guy, guys. That's a car guy. Okay. So what have you done on this car? Majorly, what are all the things you've done on this car?
I've literally changed everything on this car. So when I got it initially, I had a lot of work to be done on this car.
Okay.
The body line was good.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. And
all the rest utilize that opportunity.
Yes.
That's bad.
But then, yeah, as time passed by, and I kind of got to know more about the car,
Okay.
things about the car, and you know who can actually work on cars like these.
Nice. So yeah, guys, that's it about the car, and I hope you like these videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to this channel. We're just going to go for a spin. So I'll see you guys later in another video with another car. Until then, goodbye.